The information, comments, and recommendations contained herein are not within the scope of investment consultancy. Investment advisory service is provided within the framework of the investment advisory service to be signed between the customer and beekeeping institutions, per education companies, non-deposit accepting banks. My comments on this channel are only my personal comments. These comments belong to you. Your financial situation and risk return may not be appropriate. Therefore, no investment should be made based on the information and comments on my channel.
Good evening to everyone. Again, there is a serious imbalance in the markets. There are new records, especially on the commodity side. There is also a fluctuating course on the stock market side. There are uncertainties. This is the market in general. He will comment for you in the evening. Today, September 26, our time is 17:45. Borsa Istanbul 100 index is at 9850 points level. Today, during the day, Borsa Istanbul 100 index rose to 10.50 points level. From there it decreased again. It made this move for the second time this week. The stock market fails to hold on to the 10,000 point level on the index side, but again in its other videos. As I explained in the article, I continue to expect the 12,000 point level in the Borsa Istanbul 100 index in the 6-month period, and I predict that the 12-month 12,000 point level will come as a surprise again in this 6-month period, but the index cannot hold above the 10,000 point level, and the 9,800 point level is a strong support level. 10,200 point range is the band I will follow in the short term. AR1L1 if the 9,800 point level is broken downwards, there is a 9,600 point level below. If the 10.50 point level is broken upwards, there is a 10,200 point level. The index side continues on its way with no appetite. It does not pose any problem for investors who consider the decline in the position as a gradual buying opportunity, especially those who prefer corporate companies, to wait until the 12,000 point level. However, as I have frequently expressed in my other videos in the last 2 weeks, the answer to the question of whether it is the stock market or agricultural commodities is agriculture. Commodities. I shared a training video with you on my Twitter account. Here is a training video prepared by TRK Markets. Here is how you can invest in agricultural commodities. How do you open the ELIS program and how do you invest through the ELIS program? By watching the training videos, you will see here once again how to invest in agricultural commodities. It is worth repeating. I continue to follow the 9,800 to 10,200 point range in the Borsa Istanbul index. It could not hold on above the 10.50 point level. It fell for the second time, and if the 9,800 point level is broken, I will follow the 9,600 point level below. The level I expect within the 6-month period is 12,000 points. The dollar exchange rate is currently at 34 liters and 15 kur on the dollar side. As I often express in all my videos, the declines are not permanent. Especially when it sagged below the 34 lira level, it showed us the 33.80 lira level from time to time. Foreign currency is not an investment tool, the dollar is certainly not. However, our friends who trade in dollars and need dollars and have dollar debts need to know that the dollar is currently under pressure, and despite this much pressure, and despite the dollar index being at the level of 100, which sometimes falls below the level of 100, I am talking about the value of the dollar in international markets. We are faced with a dollar exchange rate that is at the level of 34 liters 15 kur, although it falls below the 100 level from time to time, and the withdrawals on the dollar side stand out as buying opportunities. It is related to this year. It is related to the end of the year. I have often claimed that we will complete the year at 40-45 points on the dollar side, on the foreign exchange side. I had a prediction. This prediction is still continuing, and especially, although we have completed 9 months, we will come to 10 months. However, I would like to remind you that I have not made a revision or update on the dollar side. My expectation on January 1st is anyway my expectation today. Well, the suppression process continues. Of course, the euro-dollar parity is 151. It continues to fluctuate in the 12,250 band, and the performance of the euro has improved better compared to the dollar. Currently, the euro-dollar parity is at the level of 1.170. 151.1250 is stuck in this band range, and we will continue to follow these band ranges until the end of the year. There are 3 months until the end of the year in the last quarter of the year. This is 3 months. I have often stated that I expected the euro-dollar parity to rise to the level of 113 during the process. This prediction is still valid, but since we have switched from 1.12 to Euromi gold, we have currently held euros, and the return of gold today tells us that it is good that you left the euro and entered gold. Ounce of gold is currently at the level of $26.66. As of now, there is a gold market that has broken a new record every day throughout the week. Today, we have an ounce of gold that is testing its new record at $26.85. We are faced with a completely war pricing, completely uncertainty pricing, and an ounce of gold continues on its way. There's an ounce of gold, which is breaking a new record every day by rising to the level of $26.85. Since me and my traveling companions are waiting in dollars and you are protecting your property, you have made a significant amount of money in the last 2 weeks from both the return on ounce gold and the return on gram gold, and you continue to make money. You are buying in constantly. In my last 2 videos, we have warned you to be early for the sale and take care of your goods. Gram gold is up to the level of $2,600, in the range of $2,600 to $3,000 to the central banks. Geopolitical tensions, war will be price. I have often expressed in all my videos for 9 months that I am waiting for an ounce of gold to reach the level of $1,600 to $2,685. But you need to be very careful here, friends. Why does it definitely not mean buying the assets you have? Absolutely no, I do not accept it. There's a way up to the $2,803,000 level, but there will definitely be profit sales from time to time. There will definitely be corrections from time to time. Now the market is a new story to make these correction movements. He couldn't find a new story in his search anymore. Could it be a ceasefire agreement? Could it be a different development? Maybe, etc. Maybe Fed President Pulin will make a statement. A different statement will come from Fed members. Whatever happens, the market needs a new story for these profit sales. This story has not been created yet, now it is new. It is testing its peaks and continues to break records every day. There are 2 important stories behind it. Firstly, the interest rate reduction process of the US Central Bank, the Fed and other central banks. 2 wars. The war in the Middle East took this story strongly and took the ounce gold to $200. However, this $200 technically, after the rise in the dollar, there is a need for a correction, but there is no story. They will definitely create this story today and tomorrow. As I said, there may be Fed President Powell's policy, there may be a ceasefire news in this story, but there will definitely be a story in corrective movements. Undoubtedly, gram gold continues to follow 10 gold coins. Currently, gram gold is at the level of 330.60 lira. Today, gram gold is at the level of 330.60 lira. Today, gram gold is in the domestic markets, that is, on the physical gold side, in the Grand Bazaar market. Let's see, it has broken a new record by rising to the level of 3,063 lira. Gram gold is related to the end of this year. Since our expectation is in the range of 3,000 to 3,500 liras, from now on, in the last quarter of the year, there will be a gram gold price such as 3,100, 3,200, 3,300, where such gradual increases will continue. But there is a need for a technical correction on the ounce gold side, and with possible warnings, gram gold will definitely show an interaction based on ounce gold. That's why these profit sales that I expect in ounce gold may not be felt as strongly as ounce gold on the gram gold side, because the dollar exchange rate continues to maintain its strong stance. The withdrawals on the gram gold side may be a little weaker compared to ounce gold. That's why you have gold in your hand. Okay, prices have also increased. Should I sell this? Definitely no. We are not talking about a commodity that is traded. We are talking about a vehicle that is exchanged. You can buy a house or a car, thank you. But apart from that, there is absolutely no such thing as selling. But again, I had 4,500 predictions about the year 2020. Our friends are long-term in the long term. Of course, our friends who continue their investments and savings should definitely take into consideration the 4,500 lira level for 2025. In my other videos, I have been supporting this with visuals and verbally declaring it for the last month, and I have told you that I am actually preparing for December. We continue to do what we do first. We protect our assets, we protect our savings, and by protecting our savings strongly, we wait for the big storm in December, and in the following processes, especially this perfect storm, which will start in December and continue in February. This will start from America and all with this global crisis, which will turn a circle of fire into developed and developing countries. It will actually show us how cheap assets are today. But our friends who are a little weaker in terms of financial literacy should definitely pay attention to this. You will follow the ounce of gold, where the ounce of gold goes, the gram of gold. This is the first one, the second one is in hand. You will definitely continue to keep your assets. Sometimes there are people who act smart and sell their assets, and these smart people sell their assets when they see 3,000 liras, because they are gamblers and are defeated by their ego. They are in great heedlessness. Unfortunately, these types of people cannot become investors. You are smart people, please continue to hold on to their assets. Things are not good at all. As I explained in my other videos, the world economies and the world are not going to a good place, and where they are going is not good at all. The end of the tunnel is not visible at the moment. In fact, we have just entered the tunnel. Because I am looking for you. I am preparing for December. Please continue to protect your assets in December. My last note about gold is this. I shared it today on my X account and my Instagram account. We are a country that buys gold very expensive compared to the rest of the world. Why? Because there has been an import ban for 2 years. There is so much demand for gold in Turkey. There is a serious increase that our companions who follow me closely understand me very well, and I will remind them very well that gram gold was 2420 lira in June. Then I was begging you, please protect your gold. Gold is cheap, gold is free, please buy gold. Our expectation at the end of the year is 3,500. June has passed 3 months. Today we are above the level of 3,000 lira, and those who do not look at the gram gold level at 2420 lira. What did I tell you? When the gram gold price reaches 3,000 lira, there will be a queue at the jewelers. That's exactly what happened. Everyone is buying gold intensively right now. The opportunists stepped in right below it. Workmanship per kilogram of gold bullion has exceeded $2,000 in foreign markets. I look at the dollar-based price of gold bullion in our Turkish markets. There is exactly $29.20 of labor, $29.20. What do I mean? You will pay $29.20 extra for 1 kilogram of gold bullion you buy in America and Europe. You will buy gold bullion from Dot. This is opportunism, and to whom are they selling this gold? Friends, they sell it at 2420 lira to those who do not look at the gold bullion, to those who queue at the door of jewelers, when it is 3000 TL. They sell gold bullion with workmanship of $29.20. They will not destroy it, but they will wait a while to get a surplus. This is the first one. Secondly, I think the most logical decision is the quarter gold minted by the general manager of the mint. Republic gold, half gold coins are more logical. Others do not make much sense to me. Do whatever you see fit, but Republic gold seems more logical to me. There was a workmanship worth $201,920, again above the $2,000 level. There's a workmanship, the market got mixed up in the market, the profit got involved, the opportunists stepped in. That's why I didn't look at the face of gold at 2420 lira. Maybe I didn't look at it at 2.70 lira. Maybe I didn't look at it at 900. You broke 3.00 lira. It became 3.060 lira. It became 3.10 lira. I'm going to buy gold. Run. It's the wrong silver ounce for me. The price is $32.13. There's a 1% increase in the ounce price of silver. The positive outlook in the ounce price of silver continues. Because of the ratio, we, our companions, turn our gold into silver. Since we have converted our gold to silver, every increase in value on the silver side makes us happy. Let's see this level of $37, which we expect in the ounce price of silver, by the end of this year. Will it happen, or will it remain limited to the level of $34? We will see together, but silver due to the ratio has remained very cheap compared to gold. I have said it maybe 10 times in all my videos for about 2 months. Gold is cheap, friends, but silver is free. Today, the gram price of silver is at the level of 35 liters 41 kuru. Although we focusing on gold. Even though the media in Turkey makes news about gold and talks about gold, silver, which is actually the king, became the highest earning silver again in 2024. Yes, the investment tool of the lower income group is silver, not gold. The price per gram of silver is 35 liters. The price per gram of gold is 30.60. With whatever money you will buy gold, you will save money, but the gram price of silver is 35.36 lira. You can buy as much as you want and put it aside. I think everyone who is not aware of silver has regretted it so far. It is at the level of 22.75. It started a year. Today, it is 35 liters. Those who do not like the 25 lira level. Those who do not like the 28 lira level. Those who do not like the 30 lira level. Those who do not like the 32 lira level are too late. My expectation for the 37 lira level at the end of this year continues. Will the 37 lira level break upwards by the end of this year? My answer is yes. Who will be the king of this year and who will be first? Of course, it will be silver. As it has been so far, the barrel price of Brent oil is at $71.40. There is a sharp decrease of 2.35% in the barrel price of Brent oil. Let's see if it will be reflected in the pumps. There is news of a new increase, but oil prices, while it is low normally, there should not be news of a price increase. Again, I personally do not think that the decreases will be permanent. Bitcoin has a 1.65% increase in value at the $64.528 level. I will continue to follow the 64,500 resistance on the Bitcoin side. There is a $67,500 resistance above. A Bitcoin bull market that does not close above the $64,500 level tells me. But my expectation for the end of this year is to recover the narrow level of 8,000 again. Today, new records and new peaks were tested in gold and silver prices, and they renewed their record attempts every day throughout the week. Take care of your assets, do not sell. You may sell 1 ounce of gold or a profit on the silver side. Yes, we continue to wait, but this does not mean selling the assets you have. Those who sell them will definitely regret it. I greet you, your children, your family in advance. I wish you a good evening, hope to see you again tomorrow with new titles and warnings. Goodbye. God bless you.